open the existing file which we were working on. So this is the section box. Let me uncheck this one. Okay, so we have completed till this. All right. Now suppose we are placing after our we have this level, right? So from ground floor to next floor, we need one way to go, right? So for that we have to create stair. So how we can place stair? Okay, so for that let's go to level 1. All right, so here if there is any place to right place for your stair, so here for this plan we don't have any place, so let me create it outside. So for this one, so this is a different plan. Let me show you how you can create stairs. Okay, so when you select the stair option from the architecture tab, this is the option you select. Then here you have uh, predefined like straight stair, circular, or you can say this is full step spiral, center end spiral, L shape, U shape. This is already defined. The shape is already defined. Now after that, you can go with any one particular shape, and then you can change the run width, riser height, okay, and tread length. Those things you can define it. Okay, so these things are very easy to create. So let me go with this, like let me change it to 3000 mm. Do you want to ask anything? Okay, so here you can see that this is your base level, level 1, and your top level is level 2. Okay, so if there is any offset, all right, so you have to give that offset value. So let me show you that how you can define that there you define any offset value or not. Okay, so suppose there is any thickness over there for your tiles. Okay, so for that you must give some offset value, because if you don't give the offset value, it will start from this level surface. Okay, but so what will happen, it will the stair will be inserted within the tiles, so that will not be proper. So then you should give some offset value, some positive offset value, so that it will it will be started from the top surface of the tiles if you place tiles. Okay, so that's why we will give offset value while we create stairs. So now let's go with this stair. See, run this simple straight is there. So you have defined this run length. Okay, then automatic landing is checked, means when you connect to run, it will be connected with the automatic landing, so you don't have to define the landing. And how many number of steps you need, so that according to that you will have the riser height. Okay, so you have the total stair height that is defined by the base level and the top level. You cannot change that stair height. So if you want to change the stair height, so you have to define the level height only. That's the way. So now there you can see that the desired number is right now 6, and according to that it calculate that what should be the riser height to match the total stair height within this step. Okay, so let me mention like 17. Okay, so next you can change the actual tread depth. Like here it is mentioned as 250, so you can mention like 225 mm. Okay, so these things are there. All right, so here you can see the number. Okay, so the start number is 1, so that is absolutely fine, nothing to change that. Okay, and if you go to its edit type, there also you can mention that what is the maximum riser height. It cannot go beyond this value, so that you have set that 190 is the maximum value, you cannot go beyond that. And maximum tread depth, that is also there. Here minimum run width is 1000, so you can give more than this. Okay, but you cannot give less than this. Okay, so the calculation rule is set over there. Okay, so this calculation rule is set. If you need to change these things, so go with this and you can change it. Okay, so here we are not changing it. Now this is the run type, like 50 mm tread, 30 mm, 13 mm riser. The thickness is defined. Okay, and the landing type is non-monolithic. You can change it, or you can make it duplicate with this, and you can create another one. So there is nothing to create for this. And right support type is there, stringer, and you can make this material, you can define the material for this, and what will be the stringer profile. So according to that, the shape will be defined, so that you can mention. Okay, lift support, the same thing, stringer. And if you need any middle support, so that you can provide the middle support. Okay, so let me create this, and then after that we will change these things. Okay, with this, so you start, and it will show you that you need 17 riser. When the 17 riser is completed, it's showing you that 0 remaining when you start creating it. So now let me create like 8, let me create over there. And from this end, so here you see this, we have created with this location line center. So that means from this center I have specified. Okay, now let me, so here you can see with this default or the temporary dimension, it's showing you. So let me create the landing with 3000. Yeah, so from here let me start creating. So here you can see it's creating like this way. So this is creating like this way because we have checked this automatic landing. So it's connecting with that landing. Okay, so here we will not justify the center. Okay, so we will make it like right. All right, so from here we will start creating it. Here you can see. Okay, if you create like this, so it will create the landing this way. Okay, so the distance will define the how much landing will be there. Okay, so for this will be the point. Okay, and this is the direction. Click on it and you finish edit mode after completing it. Okay, so here it's telling me that the rail is not continuous. Break the rail usually occur at sharply angled transition. So we will fix it after that. Let's go to 3D view, and there you see that this stair has been created, and here you are having this problem for this railing. Okay, it showed you the error, right? So for that railing, what you do is go to its edit type, and for this top rail, is because this is the top rail. So for that, go to its top rail, and then you change the this thing you can change it. You can click OK and you can check it that if it is happening or not. Okay, so it's not happening. So because of there is a sharp corner, and for this top profile it's not connecting. So what you can do is you can select this and you can change the path over there, and like you can change this corner a smoother one. So let's go with this, make the radius like 50 radius. Okay, delete this one. All right, now let's do this and let's check. Now there you can see, right, it's absolutely connected. So that thing you can do. Okay, you can change this. First let me undo this and let me check again. So you just select it, go to its edit path, and there you can see that one segment is extra there. So you delete this segment, we will make it a whole segment, this one. So you just go with this trim, and now let's see that if it is connected or not. Yeah, so that was the problem. Okay, that's why we are having this problem. So now we have fixed it. When we haven't changed the smoothness even. Okay, so we will come after this also. After knowing how we can create our stair, we will come how we can place our railing also. So we will come on that later. Now there you can see these are the stringers, these are the support. Okay, now let me change the visual style to wireframe, and if you select this and you can go to its edit type, and there you can go with this middle support. You can add middle support over there, and what you can do is like you can uncheck this. We don't need, or you can make it carriage open, or you can make it carriage open, apply. Okay, so this is like this way. Okay, you have this support over there. All right, so this thing is if this is the requirement, so you can do like this way. And suppose you don't need this, so you can uncheck this right support. And okay, so let's just uncheck this right support only. Now here you can see this is the option you're getting. Okay, this is the result you are getting. So see, you remember that you have selected that 50 tread, 13 riser. So this is the thickness. I have already mentioned that 30 riser and 50 thickness for this tread. Okay, so this is how you create. Now again go to stair. Now you know that how you simply can create these with this already defined shape, like full step spiral, center end spiral. So just for this you can go to level 1, and there also you can make it like this way. Simply you can create with, and you already know how which location line to define. Okay, all right. So for this full end spiral or full step spiral, just select the center and define the radius. Okay, and then just a second. go with this. Okay, so if you change the run width like 1000, you can see this kind of stair you are having with this. Okay, so now you can change this direction with these arrows. Okay, after placing also you can change this, and with this arrow also you can increase to this side, or to this side you can increase it. Okay, or if you want to specifically you want to increase this, so you see this is the location line, right? With this one you have defined with this. Okay, so it will, if you give the value here, if you give the value, so it will increase to this side. Okay, so for that what you had to do is you had to change the location line. Okay, so you see the location line is to the right, and if you change it to the left, so now you see this is to the left right now. So this way you can change the location line after creating also. Okay, so let me show you if the location line is to the right. So what will happen if you give the value, so it will increase, see. Okay, all right, so the location line will be fixed. Sorry, this is my mistake. The location line will be fixed, and it will be increased to the opposite side. Okay, so the location line direction will be fixed, and it will be increased the opposite side. So let me show you with that again. uh, 1000, and there you can see. Okay, so this placement of these is very easy. Sorry, create this one, and we will create after that also. So you see this arrow, this is showing you the direction, that this is the direction for upside. Okay, you can go to this, and there you see. Fine. Now again go to level 1, go for stair, and these things are very easy to create. Like you define the run width, you define the number of so let me define the number of steps is 18. Okay, and you can apply, and then you go with the L shape. Okay, so here you see the minimum run width is 1000 over there, and I have applied 3000. So that's the problem. What's happening? So 3000 is the minimum run width. Okay, click on apply. Let's go with this. Let me see what's the problem is happening over there. Everything is fine over there. So go to its edit type and everything. It's okay. Okay, let me change it to 2000. Let me see. Yeah, so it was because of that. Okay, now here you can see. All right, so these are creating this shape of stair is very easy. You just choose this, put all the values properly, and you can easily create. Okay, so like, okay, so we will not create within this stair, so we will finish this, and after that we will create. So here is also we are facing the same problem, and we already know that how to fix this. Okay, so you already know that. Now again come to stair. So you know how you can do this. Okay, so just go with this. Let me change if this to monolithic stair. Okay, so everything is fine. So there is no such problem, but I'm facing the same problem again. So let me go with this. Okay, sorry, I couldn't find what is the problem right now for this creating this one U shape. So it will create like this shape. You can create it. So what is the problem? I couldn't find out right now. Yeah, so there you can see it's coming right now. Okay, don't know what is the problem. Yeah, now again it's okay. So let's go with this. See, this problem is happening. Okay, yeah, it's coming right now. Let me change it to 1500. Yeah, okay, so let me change it to 250 or 225. Okay, so it's not possible to create this one. 250, let's define with this 250. Okay, that's because this is the minimum thread depth. So here let me change it to 200. Go with this. Yeah, so these are the problems we are facing because the shape is already defined. So here let's go with this 280 or there, let's change it to 1500. Yeah, so these are the problems we are facing. So here we have to make it like 250 and let's see. Yeah, so the calculation we have to do it. Okay, it with 280. I think for 4000 we need to increase this one, or else we have to see it, we have to check it. So let's go with 2000 right now. How we can create this one now. Okay, with this 350 is the thread depth for this, and this is the run width. Okay, you can check it from this side to this side, that is 2000. Okay, to achieve this one we need something, some proper values. Okay, now finish this edit mode, it will happen. You can fix it after this also. Now within this tier the most important thing is creating your own sketch. Go with this create sketch option. Okay, now we will define our own sketch. So first of all you will define the own boundary. You will define boundary, and you will see before choosing this sketch you go with this depth, or sorry, the type of stair which one you are using. Okay, so according to that this riser height, the tread depth. So the tread depth you can define here. Okay, but the riser height, it is already predefined. So now let me go with this boundary. So let's create the first boundary over there. Okay, like this you can create your boundary.
Boundary is the total box in which the staircase is.
uh so this is the boundary. Okay, so let's create, go with this offset value. Like offset you can define like 3500. Okay, trim it, check the dimension, that is 3500. Okay, now we will not close this, we will not close this. Now we will create riser. So this is the first riser, and then we will create with offset decline like 250. Let's give 250. So here it's showing you that one riser created, 16 remaining, correct? So here we have created the boundary with a random length. So after that we will modify it. Okay, so let's see. So here we will create 8 1. Okay, now let me change this. Move it this to this. Okay, Now let me delete this, go with this offset, and let's create the offset value. Now let's trim this. Okay, now again go with this riser, so it will be the next riser. Okay, and then with this pick line we will define the offset value, that is 250. Okay, so sorry, it's overlapped. Here it will show you that how many risers are remaining. Okay, now so this is your boundary. Now you will define the stair path. Okay, so stair path is from this to this and to this. Okay, so this is your stair path, and after this you finish. Okay, so you can change any shape, any boundary you can create. So like if you're defining the boundary like this way also. Okay, now if you want to change anything over there, so you can change it. Now let's finish this. It's finished. Okay, you can shake it in 3D. So this one you have created, you have defined this one. Okay, so you can easily create your own stair with this sketch option. Okay, so this is the starting point you have defined with the stair path, and this is the way of your stair. All right, so this is how we create our stair. Now let's come to this railing. Okay, so you see this railing is already defined with this stair. Okay, so when we create this stair, when we create this, okay, we have this railing option. Okay, while we are creating this one, we have this railing option. So as because this is created with this sketch option, so it will create this one automatically. You can change with change the direction with this flip option. You can change the direction, this flip option. So let me show you with this stair. So you go to this edit stair option. You have this railing. Okay, just a minute. It should be coming. Okay, so now you cannot define the railing right now. So while we were creating it, stair, when we were creating it, you have this railing option, so you can predefine it. Okay, so the default option is selected. You can go with this like glass panel. You can define the glass panel. Okay, so the position is trades or stringer, where it will be placed. So let place on stringer. Again go with this sketch option, and let's define the boundary like this way. Okay, and let's go with this 5000. Okay, now let me mirror this one, select it, enter in this midpoint. Okay, I'll delete this one. Let me change the radius slightly, or it's okay, right? No problem. Let's go with this riser. So this is the riser. Let's go with this. So let's define 350. Okay, so we will trim this. This to this. Enter. Now select this. Trim this. Okay, so this will be the stair path. You have to end the segment to the first riser to the end riser. Okay, you have to end the segment of this stair path, and this is done. Okay, and now you what I say, you define the railing. What will be the railing type? So this is the railing type right now, and you can now let's focus on this connected levels. So suppose there are stairs on other levels also, like this is connected to level 1 and level 2. Now the same stair type is connected from level 2 to level 3, level 3 to level 4, so that you can define from this connected level. Okay, and you have to go with this elevation, and then you can define. So here we don't have that much of level, so we can create level and we can define. So now let's go to finish edit mode and let's check in 3D, so that you can see. Here you have this. All right, so here you can see this is the glass panel, this is the different, and it is placed on stringer. Okay, so that you can select it, and after that also you can change it. From here also you can change it. All right, and suppose you delete this, suppose this is deleted, and you can go with this railing. Okay, so the railing you will be placing on the stair, so go with this place on stair or ramp. So then it will be placed on thread, not on stringer. So let go with this, and you select this. So you see, as because there is one railing is there, so you cannot place another. So with this option you have to make sure that there is no railing placed on this stair, then only you can place, because at a time it will place two side railing on this stair with this type. Okay, so you can change the railing type after this. Okay, now you see this is placed on the trades. Okay, now let's focus on how we can create our, let me select all instances in the entire project. Let me delete this. Delete this. Okay, now what we will do is we will place railing above this. Okay, so what we'll do, we will go with this sketch path. We'll define with this sketch path. Now we can go to level 2, and from there we can define. Now we can go with this pick line option, and from there we can pick. Okay, now let's go with the stream option. Yeah, so this sketch path is ready, and you choose the type. What will be the type? And you go with this finish edit mode. Now in 3D you check it. Okay, so I must define the base label to level 2. And as because there is no level over there, so what I'll do is I'll go with this pick new host. It will be the host. This floor will be the host, or else as because this is beyond this level 2. Okay, so what I will do is I will select this railing, select the railing only, apply OK, and give the base offset, that is 3000, and right now it's placed on the top of this. This way we can create our railing. Okay, and there you see this are joined sharply. The corners are joined sharply. So suppose if you need smooth corner, so for that we select this, go to its edit type, and go to the top rail. And you see right now the top rail is at the height 900 from the host. So this top rail height will define the railing height. Okay, here you see the railing height is right now 900, so it is defined according to the top rail height. So here if you change it like 1000, okay, and the total railing height will be updated, so it's connected with this top rail height. Okay, now let's go to change it. Now if you go with this top rail option, and there you find this default join, that is right now meter. So so that is why you are having this sharp connection. So you can define the fillet and the fillet radius, like let's go with the same thing, 50 or 35. And the transitions, right now we are not having any transition for this, so let's go with the simple right now. Cannot create the continuous rail geometry. uh, Apply OK, let's see. Okay, I think the radius is too smaller for this one, so we'll go select, go to its edit type, go to this top rail type, and let's change it to fillet, and radius let's make 100. Apply OK, apply OK, and there you see you are having this connection. Okay, now you have this corner post over there. Okay, so if you are creating smooth corner, so there you don't need this corner post. Okay, you don't need this corner post over there. So how you can do that? How you can uncheck? So for that, go to its edit type, and there you see the baluster placement is there. Okay, so these vertical components are your baluster. So go with this edit type, and there you see at the bottom this corner post is selected right now. Okay, so if you make it none, so there will be no corner post for this. Let me click on OK. Yeah, so here you can see there is no corner post, and let me rotate it around, and there you also can see there is no corner post. Okay, here also we are not having any corner posts. So
That's also not deleted, no?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The glass also got deleted, right?
The last, which
Glass,
one?
glass.
Glass. No, the glass is not deleted.
On the other side, I think I.
To this side.
Yeah.
No, actually, what happened that you see, this is one segment. Okay, this line to this line is one segment. Okay, so one segment has the start point and the end point. So we have the start post and the end post. Okay,
But here,
so
the gap,
yeah,
no?
yeah, this gap, yeah. So this gap is because here we don't have any what I say that
Connecting.
you can say that there is no connection over there. Okay, so these things are divided. So let me show you how it is divided. So this baluster placement, you see this baluster placement, this panel, glaze panel. So the distance is from the previous, that is 400. Okay, and it is from the center for this total path. Okay, so that's how it is divided. All right.
Okay, sir.
And we have this start post and end post. So this is the end post and this is the start post, which will be at the segment end. Okay, this is at the start of your segment, on the start point of your segment, and this is at the end point of your segment. And you can give the spacing. Here you are having some spacing over there. If you make it like 0, so this is for the start post, so you will have the effect over there. And let's choose this. Okay, so apply, and there is no space right now, and click on apply. According to that you will have this. Okay, and you can also delete and delete your start segment, end segment over there. So for that, go to baluster placement, and there you can add another one like this balusters. If you don't need, so you can change it, you can change the type over there. Okay, if you want to add anything, you can go with this duplicate and you can add. So now just understand with these options. Here you can see this has the base host. So what is the host? Right now this floor is the host. Okay, so from that, the base and the top is this top rail element. Okay, this top rail is the top surface. So from this to this is the height for this baluster. Okay, and the same thing is there, like the base is host. Okay, the base is host, but here we have defined the base offset, so that's why it's lifted up 100 positive value, and the top is this one, this rail 1, this rail 1. So how we have created this rail 1, I'll show you that. Okay, and the top offset is minus 100. I think top rail is this one, probably this one. Okay, and the distance from the previous, it will be 400. So and it will placed from center to center. The calculation will be center to center for each and everything, center to center. Okay, so here you can mention like it will start placing from the beginning, and you can click on apply. So here you can see from the beginning it will take placing. Okay, here you also can see this one from beginning. You can make it from the end, apply it. It will be placed from the ends, and you can make it from the center. Okay, from the center it will be placed, and you can make it sprayed pattern to fit. So this is the perfect option. So within that particular length you have drawn, within that particular length it will fit how many distance and whatever the length of this baluster. So according to uh, that it will fit within that particular length of your railing. So this will be the better option. Okay, and you can apply, but here also it can make some error also, like this. It can exceed some segments out of this segment. These baluster may exceed, so there you may find some errors according to your shape and size. You apply it. Okay, and now you can see you are having this connection over there. Okay, fine. Now you can go to its edit type, and there you see this rail structure is there, and you go to edit, and there is rail 1 and rail 2 is created. Okay, with this profile. Fine. This one is rail 2 and the top one is rail 1. And what will be the height? That is 800 set, obviously from the base. From the base the 800 height is set, that you can check, uh, change it like 900, apply it. Okay, so accordingly you see these things also has been changed because it is applied in this baluster placement, that the top is connected with this rail 1 and it has the top offset -100, so that's why you are having like this. Okay, so if you need like this you can go with that option also. Okay, so click on apply. Okay, and you need to change it, come back again, and there you go with this 800, apply. Okay, apply. Okay, so this is how you can create your railing. You can create your own profile. You remember in AutoCAD we have created some baluster profiles. So in AutoCAD we also can create those kind of baluster families. So we will look into how you can create families in next class. So for this is for today, how you create stair and railing. And one last thing that I must show you, that ramp, how you can create a ramp. Okay, so for that go with this ramp option, and you just define the run like this, or you can go to level 1 over there, and you define the base level, the top level, and if there is any base offset or top offset, so that you can mention. Okay, and let me go with this. Okay, now come to 3D, and there you see we have created this one. So here you can see this is the top level. This is the top level. So if you go with this level 1, so that is not set. So you can create in level 1. Okay, so for that you just have to give the top offset. All right, so let's give the top offset like 600 will be the top offset. Okay, And now go to its edit type, and there how much will be the maximum slope, so that you can define. So according to that, your incline length will be defined. Okay, so there you can mention like 10 will be the ramp maximum slope. Okay, and what you can do is you can make this, go to its edit type, and shape you can change it to solid and apply, and okay, that you can see. Now how much the floor thickness is, that is 150 mm. So let me give the base offset is minus 150. Right, and now come to level 1, and there you can see that this is the length. Okay, and come to east, and there you can see this is the height 1 2 3. Okay, so you can define from there what will be the max slope, how much will be the max slope. Okay, so according to that you will get the height. All right, so let me change it. Level 1, there you see. So this is the arrow to change the slope direction. Okay, so we'll not click on that, we will change it. Edit, go to edit sketch, and there let me change this value like 1500. Okay, we'll change it, and let me change the position for this. Let me move it to this position. Yeah, so 1500 is the length. Check this, and now what we will do is, now let me show you that you have the length that is 1500. Okay, that is your run, that is your run length is 1500. Now you go with this maximum slope, you go with this 10 and click on OK, and now you check it, so you will find out. Okay, that is right now 150. Right, so now you can understand that with that, according to run length and according to your what I say, this slope, maximum slope degree, according to that, that is 1 by x, it will be multiplied with that run length, and you can have your height with that. Okay, so that is the thickness is locked, you cannot change. So according to that it will be defined. Okay, here also you can mention that this is the maximum incline length, so you can change it, that how much the maximum incline length will be there. Okay, so that you can mention, so according to that, so it will not affect anything. Okay, so the main thing is that your run length and the maximum slope, so according to that you will get the height for your slope. Okay, now this is the same thing about this railing. For this one you can change the railing type. Okay, so this is how we can create our ramp, and we also can create this boundary and riser. With this also we can create boundary and riser the same way we have created our our stairs the same way we have created our stairs. Now let me close that, and here also if you go with this ramp, and there you have this multi-story top level. Okay, this is available. Okay, multi-story top level. So if it is being placed on level 2 as well, so you can go with this level 2 and it will be placed on level 2. Okay, so this way it will be placed to level 2. So we will not place it, so none. Okay, so the same thing if you are creating your stairs. Okay, so you need to create a whole hollow profile. So for that we have this shaft. Okay, so you define that this will be the base constant. Let's go with this, or 150 you can give. You can come to level 1. So suppose this is the stair, this will be the staircase. There will be staircase placed, so that you can define. And let's go to this, and there you can see this cut has been provided. Okay. So this is, so why we have provided this base offset. If we don't provide this, it will cut hollow within this floor also, so we don't need that. So that's why we have provided this base offset. Okay, and top constant you can mention like level 2 you can mention easily. Okay, so that you can create. So as because this one is going beyond this level 2, so that's why we have to find it. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay then, I'm finishing here.